It's Friday, and we've some great stories to end your week here on Ag AM in Kansas. Here's what's coming up.
Today we'll learn about a new online tool developed by K-State's College of Veterinary Medicine called BVD Consult. Next, Justin tells us about the upcoming open house for the new Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan. Then, Dr. Rodney Moxley and Dr. Randy Phoebus discuss the $25 million USDA grant awarded to reduce E. coli along the beef production pathway. And finally, see how important animal agriculture is to the success of Kansas soybean farmers.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.
This segment is brought to you by Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, dressing Northeast Kansas their Western best for almost 60 years.
Maintaining and managing the health of any type of herd animal can present some daunting challenges for producers and veterinarians when considering diseases such as bovine viral diarrhea or BVD in cow-calf operations. Now, those trying to develop strategies to control BVD can rely on a new internet-based tool developed at the Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine called BVD Consult. This BVD management aid was created after Drs. Bob Larson and Brad White decided there was need for the results of BVD research to be more accessible.
There's been a lot of work done on about BVD itself. It's a virus. We know a lot about the virus. We know about the diseases that it can cause in cattle. And we even know some good ways to try to minimize the impact of that disease in cattle herds. One of the struggles that we have is how do you implement that in the different types of herd situations that you run into in the real world. And so we wanted to develop a tool that takes a lot of that work that's been done by scientists all over the world, really, and make that into a decision aid so that producers and their veterinarians can really come up with the best specific protocol for them.
Drs. Larson and White worked with faculty from the University of Nebraska, Mississippi State University, and Auburn University and developed a basic structure for the program. Envisioning the tool to mimic a conversation between a veterinarian and a client, K-State veterinary graduate Dr. Sherry Merrill was hired to help guide the development of the final program.
It's set up as a series of questions asking whether or not you have BVD in your herd, and then it asks about different management practices that you could use to either get rid of BVD if you have it in your herd or to keep it out if you don't have it in your herd. And then the producer has to decide whether or not they can implement that management practice or continue to do so if they've already been doing it. Then they just select, yes, I can do that, or no, I cannot, and they'll receive a response based on that question, and then they receive another, move on to the next recommended management practice.
It is very interactive, and the types of questions are exactly the types of questions that a veterinarian is likely to ask their client, such as, what is your plan for bringing new animals on the farm? Are you able to quarantine them and test them? Yes or no? What kind of fence line contact do you have with other animals? A little, a lot, or none, and then it answers based on that type of contact what may be the best protocols to protect your herd.
While the online tool is meant to be used with veterinarian input, it can also be accessed by anyone who has questions related to BVD management.
On the producer side, I also can see if producers have those questions and maybe they don't have that relationship with their veterinarian, or they're just kind of wondering about it and looking for information on the internet, then I think they might come across this program and be able to work through it. Of course, we encourage them to go through it with their veterinarian, and it specifically says on there, to work closely with your veterinarian and make sure that they're involved.
Depending on how much interest BVD Consult receives, similar decision tools could be developed for other diseases.
We think this type of tool could be really valuable for a number of different diseases, kind of helping producers and veterinarians ask the series of questions that help them design the best program for that particular farm. So we would like to take this tool and add other diseases to it, and maybe a trichomoniasis consult or a calf diarrhea consult. And so we would like to do that. We will see based on interest and funding whether we will move forward.
BVD Consult, as well as many other BVD management resources, can now be found at www.bvdinfo.org.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
ValleyVet.com, ValleyVet.com, Valley Vet Supply.
American innovation is being driven in places you might not expect by people like Brent Hayek, an Oklahoma family farmer, who recently set a world land speed record in a Ford Super Duty pickup truck powered by renewable B20 biodiesel. Advanced performance is here, now, putting America on the fast track to more jobs and energy independence. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
Purple Wave is a proud supporter of the Kansas FFA through the Bid for Blue program. Purple Wave donates a portion of the proceeds earned on certain ag assets to the Kansas FFA. Winning bidders can designate a Kansas chapter to receive the donation. To date, Purple Wave is proud to have donated over $10,000. Visit purplewave.com to learn more and to place bids on Bid for Blue assets. Purple Wave Auction. Straight, simple, sold.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information. This segment is brought to you by the Kansas Association of Wheat Growers and the Kansas Wheat Commission. Together, we are Kansas Wheat.
Justin, thanks for joining us this morning on the show.
Always good to be with you, Brian.
April coming up pretty quick. We've got open house, brand new building, inviting everybody to come out and kind of see what's going on in the wheat industry here in the state of Kansas.
Well, we're going to be really excited about that. April 26th here in Manhattan, Kansas, 1990 Kimball Avenue, the Kansas Wheat Innovation Center. We're going to have our open house. It'll be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon through 4 o'clock. It's going to be an opportunity where we get, we're going to have several speakers, but a lot of invited guests, but mostly we want it open to the public. This is a farmer-owned building, sits on the university property, owned by the Kansas Wheat Commission, but it's a building for farmers, for the Kansas wheat industry. The groups that we've had come through here to this point, our board members, you can feel that sense of pride when farmers come in here because it is a farmer-owned building. They'll see that and to see the research activities that are going on inside of the building that are going to make an impact on the wheat industry and on farms here in the next 5 to 7 years in the state of Kansas. It's a really exciting story to tell, and we're really looking forward to our open house.
I think that's one of the biggest things, people who don't understand what goes into wheat research here in the state of Kansas, how much is actually put into it. We are the wheat state. That's a big deal. I mean, some of the varieties that are coming out of this building really impact farmers ground level.
Right, so Kansas State University has the largest public breeding program in the United States on winter wheat. So a lot of that activity is going to be going on here at the double haploid lab and trying to get genetics to farmers faster through double haploid technology. But it's not just Kansas State that's being able to take advantage of this center. It's going to be other public universities, Colorado State, Oklahoma State, Texas A&M, Nebraska, will all have lines that they're submitting and will be using the research services here. But then also the private companies. Syngenta is a strong partner and a strong influence in the state of Kansas through AgriPro, Westbred Varieties, Lima Grains, a new company that has a presence in Kansas now, and so we're really seeing good competition in variety development. I think that's what's going to really help drive getting genetics in the hands of farmers faster, and that's what wheat was needing. And this open house is going to be a great opportunity for people to come by and just see one cog in the wheel of things that are happening in wheat.
As people come by and visit the open house, what are some of the things you hope they take away from coming in?
Well, I hope that they get it, like I talked about, the sense of ownership, because it is a farmer-owned building that is built largely in part with checkoff dollars that farmers have decided to invest in. And I hope they get that sense that this is something that's going to have an impact on our state, our wheat economy, and hopefully genetics on their farm here within the next 5 or 7 years. I know what's really cool is seeing, you know, a father-son come through here in a farming operation, and you can tell that you know, it's symbolic of generation farming in the state of Kansas. This is something that we're doing today to make a difference for tomorrow. And I really think it's a great story to tell.
One more time, the date and time?
April 26th in Manhattan, Kansas, 1990 Kimball Avenue. Will be at 2 p.m.
This is the fast track to more jobs and America's energy independence. Advanced performance is here, now. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
I'm Dennis Tebow. My wife and I, Kathy, are the owners of Wolf Creek Cattle Company. We have grown to approximately 70 bulls.
I'm Reese Arnold. I'm the livestock manager at Wolf Creek Cattle Company. You know, these are not just like normal cattle. These cattle, they're hauled anywhere from, 8 to 10 hours a day across the United States and asked to perform. The Multi-Man 90 keeps them kind of level. It maintains and balances their system. The stress level's less when, when everything's right and working right, then they're working right.
This segment is brought to you by Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego, just a short drive down the Yellow Brick Road.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rodney Moxley. I'm a professor at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I'm here at Manhattan at Cattlemen's Day to visit with people about a large grant that University of Nebraska-Lincoln has with Kansas State University and 12 other institutions. This is a $25 million grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. NIFA is the agency that it's with, and this grant is to reduce shikotoxin-producing E. coli in beef. It's a highly comprehensive grant. We have 50 investigators on this grant, 20 of whom are located here at Kansas State. The grant's goal, as we said, is to reduce shikotoxin-producing E. coli in beef. And again, it's very comprehensive. We've got 5 objectives. Starts out with the development of detection methods. And these are methods that need to be rapid and quantitative, where we can detect the organism in cattle and in beef products. The second objective, I could simply say it's biology-based. It's knowing more about the organism, how it colonizes cattle, how it gets into the beef chain. We need to try to monitor it with epidemiology studies through the beef chain. The third would be intervention strategies. We need to develop ways to try to reduce the shikotoxin-producing E. coli in cattle and in beef, and to validate processes. Again, this would be both pre-harvest and post-harvest, so it involves all steps along the beef chain. The fourth is really the backbone of our research, and it's quantitative microbial risk assessment. So we have experts on the grant who will be developing mathematical models, taking the data that we generate to assess the risk, to put it simply. And then the fifth is our education and consumer outreach portion. Educational modules will be developed. We'll be working with ranchers, feedlots, packing plants, the consumers, educating them on how to protect against beef contamination, this kind of thing. New courses will be developed at our respective universities. This, as I said, is a highly comprehensive project. It is called a Coordinated Agricultural Project, called a CAP grant. And CAP grants, by definition, are multi-institutional because they're tackling huge problems in which the expertise is not present at any one university. Kansas State, as I said, 20 out of the 50 investigators are actually working out of K-State. K-State has a huge role to play in this. Dr. Randy Phoebus is heading up the research and the work here at K-State.
We've been using the Multi-Min on our donor cows, and after we started using it on them, we've seen a definite increase in grade number 1 embryos. I like the results that I get using Multi-Min with the AI conception rate.
Their minerals not up to snuff, you're going to have problems, and I definitely think Multi-Min is good for, you know, general healthiness of the cattle.
We think Multi-Min more than pays for itself.
Tar Waters has what you need for all seasons for around the farm and home. Working, hunting, growing, feeding, snow removal, even fun for the kids. And a service department with experienced techs to help keep your equipment in top running condition. Tar Waters has a huge selection and the best prices. Tar Water Farm and Home, family owned and operated since 1978. They have what you need.
Dr. Dan here. Whether I'm driving up and down the roads covering the state of Kansas or I'm getting between Riley and Manhattan for my job, I'm driving a Ford truck. I'd like you to come out and visit my friends here at Dick Edwards Ford. They have a truck that'll suit your needs, whether you're looking for power with a Power Stroke diesel, or if you're looking for fuel efficiency with the new EcoBoost engine, they got a truck that's just right for you. They're located 2 miles east of the Town Center Mall in Manhattan, Kansas, and they'll bend over backwards to help you. And I'll see you down the road.
Nobody gives you more ways to play and more reasons to stay than Prairie Band Casino and Resort. 3 great restaurants, Players Club benefits, plus an award-winning golf course. Go for it. You'll find something new and exciting every day, just north of Topeka off Highway 75.
Prairie Band Casino and Resort. Go for it!
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Supply.
This segment is brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook. Stop by or visit us at sftmeats.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Randy Phoebus here at K-State. I'm a professor in the Animal Science and Industry Department and also the Food Science Institute. And for the STEC CAP grant that Dr. Moxley just mentioned, I'm serving as the K-State Principal Investigator. We have a lot of people here at K-State from across several departments and colleges that are working on this grant, all the way from ag econ, education, animal sciences, and vet med related areas. One of the things that I do as PI is I'm leading the Objective 3, which is evaluating interventions to control this organism or this group of organisms throughout the beef system. So with that effort, we have a lot of people here at K-State working on that objective, but we also have several across the 12 institutions that we're bringing together in a cooperative way to work on these intervention treatments. Here at K-State, we have involvement from the Beef Cattle Institute over at the Veterinary Medical School, also the Food Science Institute, and the Biosecurity Research Institute. And these 3 entities are playing a fairly large role in the grant in terms of research, education, and outreach associated with the various programs. One of the things that I've been doing a lot is working with the Food Science Institute to coordinate a very large national externship program where we're bringing in undergraduates and graduate students to work with researchers across all of the institutions and learn how to do research, learn the importance of meat safety, food safety, pre-harvest and post-harvest, and also working with consumers and consumer groups along with food service operations. So this is truly a farm-to-table effort on behalf of all of the people involved. The STEC CAP grant is a 5-year program which we began the 1st of 2012. So we are just now really getting rolling with all of the programs and all the research. but we will be working on this project through the next 5 years. Today here at Cattlemen's Day, we've brought several of our researchers together from K-State campus and from the University of Nebraska to spread the word about what we're doing and to show some of the research and the internship program that we currently have available. We're very honored to be part of the 100th anniversary of Cattlemen's Day. This is truly an issue that has been a highlight or a focus of the beef industry since the early 1990s, and we've made tremendous progress in the beef industry in controlling E. coli 015787, but now we have 6 to 7 other strains of these E. coli organisms that we need to address both from a regulatory standpoint and a public health standpoint. So Cattlemen's Day gives us a great opportunity to show our stakeholders what we're doing, recruit some students, and bring our researchers together to talk more science.
Ag AM in Kansas is brought to you in part by Premier Farm and Home. Stop by or visit us at haycow.com. Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
American innovation is being driven in places you might not expect by people like Brent Hayek, an Oklahoma family farmer, who recently set a world land speed record in a Ford Super Duty pickup truck powered by renewable B20 biodiesel. Advanced performance is here, now, putting America on the fast track to more jobs and energy independence. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
Roy Fry Western Lifestyles brings the cowboy or cowgirl out in all of us. With a huge selection of must-have items, it doesn't matter if you're shopping for your horse, picking up some Western accessories to add that rustic charm to your home, or simply treating yourself. The knowledge and expertise to dress you your Western best is right here at Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, Highway 24 and Kansas Avenue in Topeka.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
Ag AM in Kansas is brought to you in part by the Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.
A study prepared for the United Soybean Board shows in 2011, animal agriculture supported 1.7 million American jobs and created $333 billion in total economic output. It also found that animal ag consumed nearly 30 million tons of soy meal, which came from 1.27 billion bushels of U.S. soybeans. That makes animal agriculture U.S. soy's largest customer by far, and explains why USB views the success of animal ag as critical to the success of American soybean farmers.
It's very important that we make sure that the livestock industry, our end customers in this state, have the type of product, quality-wise and quantity-wise, that they need to help produce these livestock. And we want to make sure that we can keep producing the livestock in this part of the world, because if we can't do it here, where else can you do it?
Rising feed prices and costs related to environmental and animal welfare regulations are just two factors that could significantly impact the practices involved with raising poultry, livestock, and fish, the report says. For Ag AM, I'm Greg Withers.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.
We hope you've enjoyed today's program. We're here every morning, Monday through Friday. If you missed part of today's broadcast, you can see it on agaminkansas.com. Eric Atkinson here from K-State Research and Extension.